Hello, and welcome back to Fantasy Maiden Wars Mystic. Last time, we started going up Yokai Mountain, and, well, we beat up a bunch of Tengu and a couple goddesses, and yeah. The party split into two groups, Reimu's group and Marissa's group. We're doing Reimu's group's route right now, so I've got Reimu, Rumia, Moko, Dayuse, Kain, and Komachi. So I'm going to spend a tiny bit of time upgrading. Specifically, I'm probably going to upgrade Komachi, because she is the freaking best. Okay, she might not actually be the best carrot unit, but I really like using her. She's a reasonably sturdy tank, is what she is, and I like having those around. Reimu. I'm tempted to put a bunch of points into Reimu's weapon levels, because I could see that being really useful, but at the same time... Pump her mobility up to max and give her... Ooh, what am I... Yeah, that sounds good. There we go. That's the upgrades I'm gonna do. Skill-wise, I'm gonna give Komachi new skills. She has Slacker as her alternative skill. So, yeah. Slacker is good if you know that you want her to act as a tank. Because, well, she regens HP. I personally like Way of Avicii more, but I'm a weirdo, so don't take what I say as what's absolutely the best in the game. Skill-wise, I think she does good with... Well, I mean, okay, so morale, because I feel like morale is really strong, and I'm probably going to give her P damage, because that'll give her power quickly. And honestly, I am going to give her Slacker, thinking about it. I like Way of Avicii more, but I'm trying something different from what I normally do. Kain, I'm gonna give... Am I gonna give Kain anything? You know what, I'm gonna give her Meddler, level 1. I'm trying all sorts of weird things, because of things I've read. It's interesting. Prevail level 5, because that's just good to have. Dayuse... Okay. Moko! I could give you Revitalize, but I'm gonna keep you on Resurrection, because that extra life. And Reimu is gonna get Morale. And I think I'm gonna give her Duplex Barrier instead of Yokai Buster this level, because I don't think there's very many Yokai this level. So yeah, that's... Oh, items. Komachi, I should give... I don't know what I want to give her. I guess Sasake, and... I'll give Moko Mousetail, and Dayuse... Man, I don't know. That's my preparations done, so on to the next stage. Yeah, something like that. You really are an idiot. Okay, don't move. I just wanted to test out a new invention. Good morning, Kappa. Lady Kochia! Good morning. That looks fun. What are you doing? No, it's nothing. Please don't worry about it. If it turns out to be useful, we'll give it as an offering. With that said, see you! I see. Lady Kochia. Oh, Miss Inubashiri. Good morning. Here are this week's offerings. I hope that it is sufficient. But if you need something, please inform me. Your efforts are appreciated. I'm sure Lady Asuka will be pleased when I bring these to her. So, thank you very much. In that case, please excuse me. She left. Nay. Yeah. Sane Kochia, can you hear my voice? Who are you, and where is this? This is inside one of your dreams. I've called you here. My dream? There's a shapeless anxiety inside of you. I can sympathize. You've come to an unknown land and are surrounded by unfamiliar people. Of course you would be uneasy. That's ridiculous! If it's for Lady Yasuka's sake, Your devotion to that goddess is definite. But you're also a child of man. Aren't you lonely? Please stop. Open your heart more. Then you'll— No, I believe in Lady Yasuka. I'm not anxious at all. Lady Yasuka, Lady Moria, be gone! Sane, are you alright? Lady Yasuka! I came to check on you, and you were having an awful nightmare. Did something happen? No, nothing is wrong. I just had a slightly odd dream. I see, but if you're feeling strange, you can come to— Lady Kochia! Lady Kochia! It sounds like a Tenku is here. You've entered the shrine grounds without permission. This is Sane Kochia's bedroom. Lady Yasuka! Excuse my impertinence, but I had to talk to Lady Kochia. You already are. Has something happened? Yes, the Tenku on Noon Patrol have not returned. Are you certain? They've yet to deliver their report. They may just be late, but— I see. In that case, please warn everyone. If something happens, I will issue more instructions. Understood. I'll do that now. Could this be Reimu's group? I'll have to go make preparations. Sane, don't you think a small break is in order? Of course. I'll take one after I finish planning. Please watch me, Lady Asuka. I, Sane, shall see to it that all of your wishes are fulfilled. I know you will. I appreciate your earnestness, but please don't push yourself too much. Understood. Now then, please excuse me. I need a change. She was just resting, but Sane still seemed so tired, not to mention what happened earlier. I let it go since I didn't feel any malice, but was that the right decision? Over here! My fairy sense is tingling. Hey, it's Cerno. Okay, we can hear you. You don't have to shout. Hey, is this really okay? The yokai here are really strong. We'll be in trouble if they catch us. What are you talking about? If we want to go to the shrine at the top of the mountain, we gotta go through the mountain. Oh, that's true. But I still don't really get why we're meeting there. It's the goal of this adventure, right? So shouldn't we all be going together? I don't know about that, but Kain said to meet at the shrine. I'm a little worried now. Okay, in that case, I'm taking charge. After all, as the smartest and the strongest, it's only natural that I be the leader. No way, I'm way stronger, so I should be the leader. Ha, you're just an idiot when that green girl isn't here. Speaking of that, why didn't she come with you? Are you talking about Dai? Right, her. I actually don't remember her name. Anyway, you're always together, so I'm sure she'd have been willing to come with you. Well, you know, it's dangerous here. Those yokai from earlier felt really strong. Oh, I see. Wait, then what about us? You're all my hide-and-seek teachers, you'll be fine. Are you still talking about that? The hide-and-seek boom's already over. Oh, it's fine. Lately we haven't had the chance to do much of anything anyways. So let's just stay positive and keep on going. Now I'm definitely worried. Don't worry, you'll be fine. After all, I'm here! Cerno, you're overconfident to a fault. I guess the plan worked. Nobody's come after us. Indeed, taking the side path was the correct choice after all, though it's a little gloomy. Well, of course, this place is called the Great Yokai Forest, and it's the undisputed creepiest spot on the mountain. This is a forest? Yep, well, they call it that, but it's really more of a swamp. It's a famous suicide spot. I bet there are all sorts of things around here. Rumia, please don't say something that scary. You're awfully familiar with this place. Have you been here before? I stroll through here every now and then. Sometimes for work, sometimes just for fun. I see. Your familiarity with the area will be very helpful. Could you tell us anything about what lies ahead? Actually, wait. Have you known about the path we've been on up to now? Pretty much. Security's light here, so it's a nice shortcut. You should have told us that to begin with. If I did, you'd all have rushed through the trip. You'd all have rushed through. You gotta enjoy the trip. Well, you picked this group, so you'll just have to keep up. Anyway, tell us about the path ahead. I don't really know much. It's as dark as any forest, so it's easy to get lost. There's some kind of strange feeling in the air. I can't find any landmarks, and it's like we're just going in circles. So even a fairy's intuition is scrambled. We'll have to be careful as we advance. This plan is falling apart more and more. Oh, whatever. Let's just keep going. Where are we? This looks just like where we were earlier. I think we're going in circles. We're completely lost, and with this heavy atmosphere and all this darkness, I'm feeling worse and worse. Don't worry, I made a landmark just in case something like this happened. Hey, I wouldn't have expected you to do something so cautious. What kind of landmark? A chunk of ice. I dropped it while we were walking. Oh, huh, you did. But by now it's probably melted. I guess I'm the idiot for expecting anything out of Cerno. Yep, we're in trouble. Guess we'll have to change Huh? Something wrong? Isn't that a spirit floating over there? Why is it in a place like this? Maybe this place is the base of some ruins or something. More importantly, should we catch it? Hold on a second, we don't have time for that kind of thing. Oh, come on, we try to nab a ghost every year. We've always messed up, but today... Yeah! What's with this thing? It tried to attack me! But why? I thought spirits were more docile than that. Everyone, look around you. A lot more popped out. What's going on? I've got a bad feeling about this. More importantly, let's run! Huh? Is something wrong? I thought I heard a voice just now. Or was it a scream? A scream? Here? Are you sure you heard right? Yep, definitely. We should probably stay away. It'd be bad if we got caught up in some trouble. Whoa, whoa, don't be so hasty. Aren't you even a little worried? I certainly am. Would it be alright if we investigated for a little while? How like you. Fine, if it's just for a little bit, we can go check. Chapter 20. Calamity of the Misfortune God. Whew, those ghosts shouldn't catch us here. Well, that's good, but aren't we in an even creepier place now? At this point, I'm starting to wish we stayed inside today. Me too, but even if you say that, we don't know how to go back. Wait, there's someone over there. Wherever she is, she's pretty. This is great! We can ask her for directions! Hey, calm down. She could be dangerous. Hey, you! Tell us how to get to the shrine! Hmm? Who are you people? Have you fairies lost your way? Yes, that's right. Actually, we were on our way to the shrine at the top of the mountain. The mountain's shrine? What business would fairies have there? Well, in any case, the path ahead is far too dangerous for you. Please leave at once. No way! If you think we're too weak, well then we'll beat the info out of you! Hey, don't be like that. We don't want to fight. You should listen to a person's warnings. This may be a little violent, but you've left me with no choice but to forcefully expel you. Whoa, she looks like she's ready to go too. If it's come to this, let's just leave Cerno behind and run. Huh? Hey, look at that! They got reinforcements. Well, I get to deploy everyone. Well, let's have a look at where I'm deploying so I can... Ah, up there. Why does it give me 7 and 8 as options when I only have 6 people? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. What is this place? There's some kind of awful curse. Huh, the miasma here is thick enough that even not spiritually sensitive people can see it. That's... Cerno? Dai? What are you... Why are you on Yokai Mountain? That's our line. What were you and those 3 pranksters thinking? So even humans have come here. Are you friends of these fairies? Not even close. Anyway, is this curse you're doing? Yes, I am Hina Kageyama, a misfortune god. I'm gathering up the misfortune flowing here from upstream. So this weird mist is bad luck? Don't treat it lightly. If you get too close, you'll meet a terrible fate. Misfortune god, huh? I'd like to hear my fortune. As the one minding humanity's misfortunes, it's my duty to send away humans who have gone astray. If your goal is the shrine, then I will have to expel all of you. How do you know where we're going? I asked her how to get there. Isn't it fine as long as we make it? This is supposed to be covert. Don't just spill your guts like that. At this point, we should just break away and leave the fairies as decoys. We don't have time to play around. No, please don't. We already took the trouble of coming here. Don't you think we should help them? Leaving them out to dry would kill the mood. True enough. Okay, let's beat up this creepy god and keep on going. So, the objectives here are to beat Hina. I lose the same way as usual, all allies beaten, and I get a bonus if Hina is the last enemy beaten. So, yeah. Well, to start off, we have Cerno and the 3 Fairies of Light, Sunny Milk, Luna Child, and Star Sapphire. They were enemies in the last game, but they're useful to have. They also have a combination attack if they're all side by side. That's a useful skill. I'm just showing off basically what they've got at this point a little bit, because I don't know for sure myself. Ooh, that's useful too. So basically, Star and Luna are great for support. You want to have all your allies around them, because they will basically help with your units not dying. So yeah. As things are, though, these 3 are higher level than a decent chunk of my units. I mean, they're higher level than Komachi, Moko, and Rumia. So, yeah. And I have these folks to deal with, all of which are level 17, except for Hina, who's level 20. Not that that's gonna stop me. Ew, these guys are level 18. I did not notice that. Alright, well, let's start things off. Reimu doesn't really give a crap, so she's just gonna not have a support defender. These evil eyes and ghosts. I don't think Insokyo has any yokai like them. Why are they here? I don't know either. I assume someone brought them along for companionship, but lost control. Maybe. It's nice they can call them, but it's no good if they're not strong enough to control them. Huh, I get the feeling I've heard this before. Yeah, in Fantasy Maiden Wars Scarlet, I think Kurumi ends up summoning a bunch of them, but she can't control them, so... yeah. And now it's time for the 3 Fairies of Light to do their thing. That wasn't bad damage. These fairies don't exactly have high hit rates, which kinda sucks, but what can you do? And we've seen this attack from Star already. Sorry, I have... The 3 Fairies of Light aren't my favorite characters, so I occasionally will get their names mixed up. But, meh. Did more damage than she did on her support attack, which is a good thing. This should take out the Doofy Ghost. In theory. In practice, it's not going to, because the doofy ghost is freaking hard to kill. Stupid thing. Come on, Cerno, get kills. I need you to level up. That's all my units, so... yeah. I'm probably going to spend a turn or two grouping them up in, like, the middle of the map. This will get Cerno to kill at very little risk to her, because Luna would be the one taking the hit. And luckily enough, all of the fairies, but with Dayuse excluded, have regeneration. HP regen, I mean. Where did you get the hard hat, Luna? And that's a dead ghost. That seems redundant, but alright. Woo! Level up. Nice. So you remember how I said Reimu just doesn't give a crap? Reimu just does not give any craps. What's this? You're shooting at me? Why should I care? And now we get to see Luna Child's basic attack. All of the fairies have a basic tackle, and then they each have a unique projectile as well, and then their combination attack, which I will show off when I can, but I make no promises of being able to show it off anytime soon. I mean, I'd like to, but they need 105 power, and they don't have very many power generating skills. Oh, right, huh? Is your tackle different? What? I'm actually curious about this now, because Star might not have the same tackle animation as the others, which means that the fairies would have different melees. No, it's the same animation. That's peculiar. She has 1 to 3 range on it, while the others have 1 to 2. I mean, that's tackle, 1 to 3 range. Really? Is it the same on all 3 of these? No, because Luna only has 1-2 range on it, and so does Cerno. Oh, that's peculiar. Nice that Cerno got another kill. Yeah, and as usual, Reimu just gives no craps about anything anybody throws at her. I'm gonna show the animation so I can play Komachi's music, because... oh, that's disappointing. Oh well. That'll give her more power, which will give her more accuracy, so that's fine. Oof, yeah. Well, the HP regen should actually help cover her some, I feel. Although, actually, this is a good opportunity to get some XP on Dai, so... yeah, let's... be good. Uh-oh. It's those creepy spirits from earlier! Ah! Do you think they're following us? Sheesh, are there still vengeful spirits hanging around here? Vengeful... Wait, are these spirits different from normal ones? Definitely. These guys weren't ferried across the Sanzu River, so they've just been walking around building up a grudge. You'll get caught in it too if you aren't careful, so stay on your toes. If they're still angry even after dying, they must have had some really strong feelings. Even death won't wipe away a real grudge. The Fairies of Light aren't exactly a slouch when it comes to dodging. I mean, ideally you don't want them to get hit because they're pretty fragile. There's another stat which factors into the damage they take, and I don't know what that stat is, or where I would look to find it, but... Anyway, time to show off the Fairies' combo attack. Yes, they have one. It requires all three fairies to be adjacent to each other, not like diagonal to each other, I think. But, yeah. It's not exactly a complicated attack, but it's a pretty strong one for what it is. I could give that kill to Sterno, but I'm gonna actually give the kill to Sunny. Well, she's back to full health because of that regen. And up to 93 power too, which is also pretty great. While I might prefer Komachi not get hit, I'm actually relatively okay with it because... well, it gives Tayuse experience, and she can take the hits, normally. On the one hand, I shouldn't be feeding kills to Reimu, but on the other hand... ooh, she learned Intuition. That's a good skill. And with this, the two groups are partied up. Well, have regrouped. Meaning I can get some major usage out of Luna Child and Star Sapphire's personal skills. Reflection's useful, but also not like the biggest thing ever. Alright. So... there are some things that need to be dealt with. Specifically these vengeful spirits, one of which is carrying a bomb, and Hina, who has a spell card. Yeah, Reimu just gives no craps about people attacking her, which is great. That seems like a poor decision to me. But I'm not this game's AI, so I don't know. Give me an idea of what vengeful spirits do and are like stat-wise. As well as giving me a chance to show off some of Moko's attacks, even though I will almost never do that. Alright, so, Vengeful Spirits. They have 1 attack, 1/6 range, and they really aren't that big a threat otherwise. I mean, you don't want to get hit by them, but you don't want to get hit by anything, so that doesn't really say a lot. I'm gonna put Reimu in focus, move her up, and I could... Tempting as that is, I'm not going to. Also, I'm pretty sure Reimu's just going to automatically dodge everything, basically, so yeah. That was a graze, but there was a 0% hit rate, so no damage. But yeah, truthfully, Reimu can take on all of these folks on our own pretty darn easily, I would say. So I'm going to move the rest of my forces down here to deal with the rest of the enemies. Not that I really strictly need them to do that, but, you know, doesn't hurt. Oh, well, that was unexpected. I don't often give warnings, and yet a human plunged into this spring of misfortune anyways. What a shame, but as a Shrine Maiden, a curse as piddly as this isn't a problem. I see. You lack self-awareness, but it seems you're strong enough it doesn't matter. It's a good thing Reimu's in focus mode, because if she wasn't, that could be problematic. Danmaku effects are a hassle, to say the least. And normally this would be Hina's theme, but... well, Fantasy Seal, yo. $4,000 damage, ladies and gentlemen. Let that be a lesson to you. To not fuck with Reimu. I did not mean to use Fantasy Seal again. God bless America. Damn it. I'm mad at myself for that. I like to hold on to Fantasy Seal for later attacks. On account of it being really useful, and... yeah. I guess I'll go with Evil Sealing Circle since I don't have Fantasy Seal at the moment. Eh. Sorta... Well, Reimu can hold off Hina on her own for the moment, just because Reimu's kind of fucking awesome like that. I think they're attacking Moko. Yeah, I was right. Moko! Moko leveled! Nice, and she learned a new skill. I don't know what the skill's actually called, but she learned one. Not a lot to talk about here. I'm playing things sort of safe, kind of. It's an interesting thing I'm doing. I'm not 100% sure that it's gonna work perfectly, but it's what I'm doing. So, yeah. Reimu moving in that close, that'll hopefully draw the Evil Eye and the other Vengeful Spirit over to her. I should really show off Hina's theme at some point, but I'm lazy, so I'm... yeah, I'll go for another Evil Sealing Circle. They aren't attacking Reimu. What? Nani the fuck? It's because they realize they can't do shit to her? Are you the Shinigami I've heard about? The one who occasionally comes here to help vengeful spirits move on? Well, it's not like I plan on finding them. They kind of rampage all over the place. While I'm grateful for your help, I'm afraid I can't show you any lenience. I guess that makes sense. And Hina's theme. That's a pretty good one. Decent damage on her. He is basically down at this point, so it's just a matter of getting a unit to hit her. Hey, can I eat all that fuzzy stuff floating around you? Would you care to try it? I hope you don't mind the triple whammy of it being disgusty, unhealthy, and upsetting to your stomach, though. That sounds awful. It's so weird that you're even collecting it. How's that? We're winning! I guess gods aren't that big of a deal after all. But maybe I should wash my hands later. But it's because I gather what you'd wash off that humans can live in peace. A god that collects dirt? This mountain has all kinds of people on it. Well, they're called the 8 million gods after all. You gotta expect a few weird ones. Oh, that's right. You're also a god. That means you can tell us more about the mountain situation. If it's no trouble, could you give us any information you have about the Moria Shrine? It would very much be trouble. Ahead of you is the world of the gods, a place far too dangerous for humans. As an ally of humanity, I'm trying to chase you away for your own good. Shut it already. You're a yokai, so you're my enemy. If you don't cut it with the complaints, I'll just exterminate you. I suppose you're right. I have no choice then. Take the misfortune I've absorbed so far. Spell card. It is Wound Sign Pain Flow. Oof, that sounds unpleasant. Player, all received attacks will be criticals. Uh-oh. That's problematic. Or at least it would be if I was planning to receive attacks. Now I should check to 2-6 range, so yeah. Let's move Dayuse out of the line of fire. I focus and then heal Komachi. Rit. That should work reasonably well. Strike. And yes, damage. Even if it's for your duty, it's quite tragic that you stay alone in a place like this. Your sympathy is appreciated, but as a misfortune god, I must fulfill my duty. Some damage, but not enough to get her below 10,000, so at least 13,000 HP, probably a bit more. Man, that would not be good to be hit by. Although if I hadn't had guard up. Works. Going after Reimu? Okay. Reimu's not gonna get hit by okay. I guess? Going after Komachi, who's going to kill you in response. I'm actually relatively okay with Sayuse tanking that hit. She can afford to. Alright, now it's just a matter of bringing down that misfortune goddess. Ouch. Well, I was planning to finish for this turn anyway, but that just confirms that I need to. Absolutely. If you give up quietly and let us... If you give up and quietly let us through, I'll be nice enough to forgive you. If you give up and quietly leave, I'll be kind enough to forgive you. You're a tough one. 12. Alright, down to 1735, so let's see, who do I want to give the kill to? I'm thinking Komachi. Just stacking buffs because, well, might as well, right? And that's Hina down. 16,000 HP? Not that much in the grand scheme of things. Of course, I did play it relatively smart, and, well, yeah. Alright, we won! Even though I was kindly doing this for your own good, trying to force us out isn't very kind. Well, there wasn't any ill will behind it, so I guess we may as well thank her anyways. I suppose you're all heading to the mountain's shrine now. That's the plan. Will you answer our questions now? For heaven's sake, you can't do whatever you want and expect everyone to follow your lead. Is what I'd like to say, at least. If you tell me why you want to go to the shrine, I'll tell you what I know. Huh, so she was a good person. I'm not sure who was the villain here. Much leveled, yeah! And a draft beer. I think that gives more MP than a regular beer, but I'm not sure. Phew, that god sure was strong. All of you were a huge help. Well, aren't you pleased with yourselves? This entire mess started because you all picked a fight. But it's good that we found Cerno. Dai was really worried. Oh, that's right. Why'd y'all bring Dai here? Yeah, Dai. Sheesh, I was so worried, Cerno. I thought you were doing something dangerous, so Why was I the only one you didn't talk to? Aren't I your best friend? Ah, you made her cry. Yeesh, you're a bully. No, it's not like that. I heard there were some really dangerous yokai, so I wanted to... You're a fairy. I think the difference in power between our enemies and you should have been obvious. You shouldn't have come in the first place. Can you even do anything? Yeah, she can take a hit and only take 10 damage from it, Moko. That's more than you can say. Gah, you don't hold back. I can help. I'm the strongest, so I can't just let Reimu and Kind go by themselves. So this is a fairy's friendship. How adorable. It's good that you're all so cheerful, but don't forget, we need to talk. That's right, we don't have any more time to relax, so shall we move to a quieter place? No, that won't be necessary. This should be better. Oh, it's clearer now. Did you do this so we wouldn't be hurt? Thank you very much. Wait a minute, the bad luck was only around you! Of course, I gathered it all here in the first place to remove it. It's harmless once I've absorbed it, so you don't have to worry. Even if you say that, it's kind of hard to, after watching that. Getting covered with that much bad luck must be really tough. Do you get mad about it? It's the duty of a misfortune god. I'm a friend of humanity, so I've got no bitter feelings. Now then, I believe you wanted to ask me some questions? Indeed. I'd like you to tell us about a place on the mountain called Moria Shrine. I'm familiar with it, but why do you want to know? Shrine's trying to absorb my shrine. We're going over to talk about it. That certainly sounds like them. When they first appeared, they tried to take over this mountain. That's right. Last summer, their Shrine Maiden and their Tengu had a dispute, and the entire mountain was plunged into martial law. Yes, and everyone caught between them were very nervous about it. If the boss of the Tengu and the Shrine's god hadn't held a conference, it's likely a large panic would have broken out. Wasn't that nice? At first they were arguing, but now they're pals. I'm not so sure. If anything, I feel that they were both too smart for their own good. Too... smart? In exchange for the yokai's faith, the god will grant blessings. Both sides pursued their separate interests. It was entirely like a business transaction. Eh? That sounds exhausting. So, in short, the relationship between the mountain and the shrine is neither deep nor trusting. Perhaps. The god of that shrine doesn't speak with the other gods, so I can't say I know the details. I'd be a little worried of anyone who didn't chat with their neighbors. Kind of a strange god, don't you think? On the other hand, I think Miss Kochia has been trying her best to fit in. I'm a little worried for her. She must be feeling quite lonely stuck between the shrine and the mountain. That's so? Thanks for telling us all this. Now all we need is a good way to get to Moria Shrine. The fastest route would be to follow this river upstream. It should take you to the Waterfall of Nine Heavens. However, as one of the most important spots on the mountain, you can expect that place to be heavily defended. Then that's no good, especially with all this extra luggage. Hey, why are you looking over here like that? With us around, we're more than strong enough. Cerno, we're trying to think of a serious strategy here. I know! See, if we use these girls' powers, we can disappear and not get caught. Ah! Hold on, don't just shove us under the spotlight like that. Their powers? I can refract light to hide things. I can erase sounds. And I can tell if there's something moving nearby me. I see. If that's the case, it doesn't matter how many guards there are. Hey, this will be a huge help. And here I was thinking we'd have to take a detour. Well, if our destination's been decided, let's hurry up and go. Oh, oops, guess we did kind of fall into the fairy space. But before that, I want to ask Moko here a question. What, do you need something? Are you really human? Your buddies might not have noticed, but I can tell. You're dead, or maybe you're just not alive. She looks alive to me. You girls should just ignore this conversation. Though, I bet the teacher over there knows a lot about this. Huh. Hey, I'm the one you're talking to. Don't drag Kind into this. But you know, I don't really want to bother with a full-on investigation, so I'll just watch you and make my own conclusions. Have it your way. Alright, well that was chapter 20. Yeah. not a lot for me to say there. We beat up Hina. There's a spell card in there. Yeah. Anywho, I will see you all next time. Next video, whatever. Later.